Just another night of grinding. Shout out to the 60-hour gang. Shout out to all the feminine fly nurses out there with the good edges. That's gonna get hated on because you're pretty anyway. I got a video for y'all. Hold on. Y'all know I be trying to find a space to where I can record at and not really be disturbed on my little breaks. Let's talk about it.
You can live pretty well by yourself.
What's good, YouTube? It's your man CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again, back with another video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think I have a good one that a lot of people will be able to relate to. I want to talk to you about what I hated about LPN school. Now, if you are somebody who is aspiring to be a nurse, aspiring to be an LPN, someone who is currently in nursing school, or someone who has recently graduated or, been an LPN for a while, and you don't just have to be an LPN to enjoy this, but this one is dedicated to my LPNs. Please stick around for this. I think you may enjoy this one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am a licensed practical nurse en route to getting his RN, and this channel is dedicated to nursing, but we also do other things here too. Shout out to THVN Plus, and THVN Plus is where I give you content outside of nursing, and I'm going to have a whole different playlist for that. So by the end of this video, you'll find a tab for all my THVN Plus content, and that's all the stuff that's not nursing related. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in school or you're thinking about going to school, I just want you to understand something. LPN school is something very different. It's not something for the faint of heart. It is something that you have to really be strong to survive. You can do this. You feel me? You can definitely do this, but just understand, it's not something that you can play with. It's not something that's just gonna come like that. Now, some of y'all know some of y'all geniuses out there, and maybe it will come easy to y'all, but to most people, it's not that. It's definitely a challenge. It's doable, but it's definitely a challenge. Now, but what I will say is this: there are a few things that I really despised about my experience in going to nursing school. Now, the reason I even went to nursing school to begin with is because I thought I was about to be in a situation to where I needed some money fast, and I hated being a truck driver. So nursing was it. I had always been in the medical field. I had worked in group homes. My dad owned group homes. So I was always in it. And I was just like, you know what? If I'm going to do it, let me just take it to the next level. And it's funny because actually when I got home from being a truck driver, I went to CNA school for 2 weeks. Was CNA for 3 months. Wasn't about that. Glad I got the experience. Wasn't about it. But yeah. But during my journey in school, and I didn't figure this out. I didn't hate that let me reword that. I didn't figure out that I really despised this part of nursing school until after I left. Looking back in hindsight, I realized that I really despised the length of time LPN school took. To me, LPN school should not be a year. I think it's absolutely absurd that LPN school is 1 year. Some it's 11 months. Some other places I've heard it's like 12, 13, 14 months. That is absolutely ridiculous if you ask me. To me, at max, it should be 8. And I'm talking about like maximum time. Because I feel like a lot of the stuff that we learn, now this is my experience, I'm only talking from my experience, and I feel like a lot of the stuff that we learned in nursing school was a lot of filler. A lot of it was just a lot of busy work and a waste of time. Because I feel like I said 8 months. I feel like the first couple months you get your medical terminology out the way, you get your anatomy and physiology out the way. You know what I'm saying? You get some med surg out the way, and then you on the floor. I really do feel like a lot of time should be spent on the floor. You feel me? And because that's real nursing, especially being a licensed practical nurse. most licensed practical nurses work in the long-term care setting. So why would nursing school not be catered to most of your clinical time being in that setting? You know what I'm saying? I know you have other specialties that LPNs can go into, but the majority go into long-term care. So why not start there early and continue to work that, so by the time the student graduates, they'll be very, very comfortable? Because let's just be honest, a lot of the stuff in school, you know what I'm saying, it caters to perfect world nursing, which doesn't exist. A lot of stuff you're gonna learn and you're gonna utilize, you're gonna learn on the job. And they tell you that, you know, nursing school is not to it's just to prepare you for the NCLEX. But our teachers told us all the time that the NCLEX was a perfect world scenario, and I think that's probably why they may be changing it with this new NCLEX that's about to pop. But I really despise the length of time that nursing schools took. You dig? I just felt like it was way too long. Looking back, because then I didn't know better. But looking back, I just felt like it was way too long. We did a lot of busy work. It was just a lot of ghetto stuff going on. Like, for instance, we did our peds rotation, right? Our peds rotation, I told the story before, but our peds rotation was at some daycare on the west side of Detroit. Super ghetto. And I'm talking about this was some ghetto mess. I'm not even capping. They really didn't have any assignments for us. We were just supposed to interact with the kids and everything like that. And I'm not really a kid person, you know what I'm saying? But they wanted us to pick up the children and all that kind of stuff. And I really wasn't into that. And I didn't do it because I was just like, respectfully, I don't feel comfortable doing this. Because imagine me, you know, a big black dude holding a child that ain't mine, that these parents ain't never seen me before, and they just happen to walk in and see me, my big black self, holding their kid. Now imagine how that scenario will go. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, if that was me, if I was the parent walking in and I seen a big black dude holding my kid and I don't know who he is, I never heard of him or anything like that, it will be a major problem. Major problem. You feel me? So that's why I wasn't digging that. I wasn't digging that at all. And I'm just not a kid person. On top of that, I was just like, I'm not feeling this. It was already some ghetto mess. Then we had to do some BS busy paperwork that meant absolutely nothing. And I was just like, this is so whack. Like, we could be doing so much other stuff. But, you know, I did what I had to do to pass, and that's just what it was. And I'm sure the school don't care about me talking about it because they're closed now. Let me see. Oh my God, let me tell you, and I think I told this too. Like, so one day we was at the peds clinicals, and then we was outside. We took the kids outside, and it was cold outside. It had to be like February. Took the kids outside, and I remember it being one of our last rotations because it was very cold. Took the kids outside. We was in the cold. Everybody bundled up. They playing on a little swing set, doing what kids do. About 15, 20 minutes into it, pa, 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 pa. And you know, oh my God, let's get back in there. You know, it was a mess. When I tell you, oh my God, it was so ghetto and ratchet, bro. It was terrible. But I did not like the peds rotation. I did not like the length of time we were in school. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I think it's absolutely absurd, ladies and gentlemen. But let me know your experiences. Did you like being in nursing school? Do you think nursing school should be shorter? Do you think it should be longer? Let me know in the comments. Let me know a moment that you hated in nursing school. What is the part you despise in nursing school? Let me know something you loved about it. Let's talk it up in the comments and get that cracking. But yeah, so nursing school is different. It's definitely different. It's one of the craziest experiences that I've ever seen. And like I was telling y'all before, I think nursing school is meant to be unorganized on purpose, because maybe in some way that they feel like it prepares you for the real world of nursing. Maybe that's the logic, or maybe that was just my experience with school. Some of y'all might have had a beautiful experience. But anyway, let me know in the comment. So I think that wraps up this video, boys and girls. Oh, and by the way, I have an apparel line coming very, very soon. So do me a favor. I have my email first comment pinned to the top. You can email me if you are interested in getting on the email list, letting you know when it drops. It'll be dropping very, very soon. When you send the email, just send me your first name and just your email, and you'll be on the list. You'll be notified. It's coming very soon. On top of that, if you are a new grad nurse, a new grad LPN, if you are a student LPN, hit me up. Shoot me an email, cjcarls90@gmail.com, or hit me up on Instagram at the High Value Nurse. And I'd like to get you on here so we can talk about your current experiences, because the landscape could have changed since I was in school. So I haven't been to school in a little minute. So I want to get y'all experiences, so people who may be inquiring about being an LPN, going to LPN school, they can know what is currently going on within the field. So y'all don't be scared. Hit me up. We can get this interview cracking. You feel me? So at the end of the day, if you don't do nothing else, get paid. Young nurse, get paid. Shout out to the 60-hour gang. Shout out to the fly feminine nurses out there getting their paper, getting to the money, you dig? So I will holler at y'all in a minute. Hit that comments, hit them comments, hit that like button, hit that subscription button, and notification bell so you don't miss nothing. I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.